Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. My name's Toby Wyman. I'm president and COO of the Atlanta Dream. For a young franchise, we've accomplished a lot in a short period of time. Certainly on the court, we've gone from a 4-win expansion team to 2 straight appearances in the playoffs, culminated with a conference championship last year and a trip to the finals. We feel very good about our organization and team as we move forward to continue to build a perennial playoff team, and with the ultimate goal of bringing a championship to Atlanta. Want to announce a couple things today. First, we have come to an agreement on a new 3-year extension to our lease to play all our games at Phillips Arena. We're very excited about that. Since Kathy bought the team, the Spirit and Phillips Arena have been exceptional partners, have been very supportive of the Dream and helping us through our transition year under new ownership and our staff. So we're very appreciative of Bob and his staff for that. As importantly is the new extension really provides us operational stability. And we expect to play in Phillips for a long period of time. It's one of the premier venues in all of sports, and for us, that's so important from a standpoint of giving a world-class fan experience. And so the other critical piece of that certainly is that operational stability was very important as Kathy went out to talk to potential investors. So as we move forward, we look to continue a strategic partnership with Phillips and the Spirit to benefit both organizations. And so I would love to thank Bob and introduce Bob now to say a few words on that.
Thank you, Toby. It's very thrilling for us to both extend and expand our strategic partnership with the Atlanta Dream. It will allow us to pool resources and assets, and it'll be mutually beneficial for us to attract new customers to both Hawks games, Thrashers games, and to the Dream games. So on behalf of the Atlanta Spirit, the Atlanta Thrashers, Atlanta Hawks, and Phillips Arena, we're pleased to extend this relationship and know that a lot of success is in your future, Kathy.
It is such a great pleasure to be here today. 14 months ago, I was here at my first press conference, and I will have to tell you, what a ride. I have had the most fun. It has been the best year of my life, and I have learned so much, starting with Bob and this community and the business community, as well as so many women network groups have come out and supported us. The other professional sports teams, the Falcons, as well as the Braves, as well as the Spirit, has been so great to open their arms and help me in many, many different ways. But what is so much fun today is that I get to introduce to you my 2 new partners and your new owners for the Atlanta Dream. I had to find owners that loved Atlanta. I had to find owners that is part of this community that wants to give back. I had to find owners that were passionate about young girls and young boys and making a difference in their life. I also had to find owners that loved sports and understood the mission and vision of what we're trying to do in Atlanta. It's about a community, and we all know the importance of sports in young girls' lives. If young girls play team sports, there's a 20% higher graduation rate, not only in high school, but college as well. If you look at employment rate, it's a 40% higher employment rate if young girls play sports. And if you take the Fortune 500 executives, 80% play team sports. And the way I look at it, I have a story to tell. I just tripled my ability to tell that story, because they'll go out and tell their network, and their network will tell other people. And it's one fan at a time. That's how you build a fan base. And so, since this is about them and not about me, and I'm spending all the time talking. Oh, by the way, their money was important too. The investment was a part of it. So I don't want to say that investment wasn't part of it, because it was important, but the other part of it was the most important thing. And at this time, I would like to introduce you to Mary Brock and let Mary say a few words about why she's doing this venture.
Thanks, Kathy. Well, as Kathy has alluded, my interest, and I think all 3 of us have an interest that goes beyond the game of basketball. Although I love sports and I love winning, I grew up in a small town in Mississippi where all you talked about on the weekend was who won the high school games, who won the college games, and then eventually the pro games, although that followed by quite a bit of time. And I have to say, moving back to Atlanta almost 5 years ago, at a point when I thought we were just kind of passing through, that we would be here for a while, this wasn't going to really become our community. It has become our community. We love Atlanta. John, my husband, loves Atlanta. We feel part of it. And I thought, gee, I'm here. I really want to do something a little bit more with my life. And I've done a lot of things in the past that are volunteer and philanthropic and whatever, but when this opportunity arose and Kathy kind of described to me her mission and her idea about an owner and what she was looking for in co-owners, I thought, this is something I can really wrap my mind around, and I think I can work hard. I think I can be successful. I think I can talk other people into it as well. And I'm just so excited about being part of a winning franchise, and I believe that this winning franchise we have is a vehicle for positive change in our community, and really even beyond our community. The Dream's ability, those young women who are so accomplished, their ability to inspire young girls and ultimately empower them as women is something that I think is a really unique platform that the community and business leaders in Atlanta can embrace. And the one thing I think I can do is talk the talk and tell the story and talk them into it, talk you into it if you're in that category, and some of you certainly are, and that's what I plan to spend some time doing. I really look forward to working with Kathy and Kelly and all the Dream organization in promoting these world-class athletes and at the same time promoting our mission. And I think what we've all tried to communicate is if we accomplish our mission, we will accomplish the business model. I mean, our mission is to go out and be influential among the young women in the community and young men. And if we do that, we're going to develop such an interest in the team that we will sell tickets and we will sell season tickets and we will get sponsors. And then ultimately that accomplishes our mission financially, which, I think all of us would say would be wonderful. But we're going into it knowing that we're working on the mission and it's a vehicle for accomplishing everything else. So thanks so much. I look forward to getting to know many of you better, and I'm sure we'll all have a lot of fun working together.
The other partner with Mary and I is Kelly Loeffler, and I'll give Kelly the opportunity to talk about herself a little bit.
Well, these guys did such a great job, and you can see why I'm proud to be partners with the entire group here at this table. It's a real honor and a responsibility to be a part of the Dream, and I'm going to take that to heart. And so just to add on to what they've said, just a feeling for where I'm coming from in terms of making this investment and commitment. First speaking from the heart, I played basketball in high school, and if you knew me back then, I was shy, braces, glasses, scrawny. I lived on a farm, and athletics were a way for me to have a view into a bigger world, to set a goal, to accomplish something, and to have a vision outside of a relatively small world. Stepping forward, into the world of athletics, I was fortunate to have the support of my parents. And today, not every child has the support or role model of parents. And I think professional athletics, particularly for women, which is where there's a real void, is where this comes in terms of serving the community, serving people in the community. And it's an investment in a strong belief that we all have. And since that time of playing high school basketball, I had the confidence to leave the farm. I've had a 20-year career in major cities throughout the United States. 5 years ago, I was able to stand on the podium of the New York Stock Exchange and ring the opening bell for our company's IPO. And I attribute a lot of the skills that I learned to be successful in business, things that I learned through the successes as well as the challenges of being involved in athletics, which are just obviously invaluable. And then just the other reason I'd say I'm here is because of the Dream and because of Kathy. I mean, they both deserve tremendous credit for being a young group that has done tremendous things in a very short amount of time. I mean, if you go to a dream game, you see what it's all about. It's exciting. There's tremendous talent, athleticism. It's great entertainment value. And to be a part of that is just very exciting, particularly for a basketball fan. And to be able to give back to the city of Atlanta, where I'm obviously not from Atlanta, but very proud to call it home and wanted to find a way to get more involved. So, you know, I want to thank Kathy for kind of having the vision to expand the group, and just, you know, we're all excited. So thank you for being here.
And you know, in closing, I think I played a role last year, along with many of you and many others, to keep the Atlanta Dream in Atlanta. But it's these ladies that's going to take us to the next level. And we're going to not only be known as the Atlanta Dream, but we're going to be known as the franchisee of the WNBA.